Every winter in the United States, vast regions undergo a dramatic transformation as temperatures plummet and snow and ice spread across the landscape. From the northern states bordering Canada to the Midwest, and even parts of the South during severe cold snaps, millions of Americans confront the harsh realities of winter storms and freezing conditions. The challenges they face are both immediate and long-term. Roads become treacherous, public transportation slows significantly, and entire communities may feel isolated as snowdrifts rise. For many households, winter storms mean waking up early to shovel driveways, layering on heavy clothing just to step outside, and constantly worrying about the safety of traveling to work or school. These routines, though familiar, pose real risks, particularly when wind chills drive temperatures well below freezing. The impact of winter weather on daily life is profound. When snow blankets highways and local roads, car accidents rise sharply due to slick conditions and reduced visibility. Drivers often find themselves stranded, engines stalled, or tires unable to grip icy pavement. Even basic tasks like walking to a bus stop or carrying groceries can become hazardous on frozen sidewalks. Urban snow removal crews work tirelessly, but major storms frequently overwhelm their capacity. Residents are urged to stay indoors, schools are closed to protect children, and businesses face financial strain as employees struggle to commute. For vulnerable groups, the elderly, the disabled, or those without reliable transportation, these disruptions pose heightened risks, limiting access to medical care, food, and heating. Electricity and heating are essential lifelines during America's coldest months. Severe storms often bring down power lines under the weight of ice or high winds, leaving entire neighborhoods without electricity and therefore without heat. This is especially catastrophic in regions where natural gas or electric furnaces are the primary sources of warmth. Without power, indoor temperatures can fall dangerously fast, creating life-threatening conditions for infants, the elderly, and the infirm. Increased demand on the energy grid may coincide with such failures, leading to widespread outages that worsen the crisis. Families often resort to backup generators, wood-burning stoves, or improvised heating methods, which in turn introduce new dangers such as carbon monoxide poisoning or fire hazards. In rural areas where homes are more isolated, emergency response times lengthen during heavy snowfall, compounding the risks. Winter weather also disrupts the nation's vast supply chains. Trucks transporting groceries, fuel, and medical supplies are delayed or rerouted when interstates close due to blizzards or ice storms. Grocery store shelves may empty quickly as residents stock up on essentials, anticipating days of confinement. Airlines cancel thousands of flights during major storms, stranding travelers and creating cascading logistical challenges nationwide. This ripple effect extends beyond local communities, affecting the economy as workers and goods fail to move efficiently. Postal and delivery services, crucial for medications and vital supplies, also suffer delays, leaving many families vulnerable. Federal and state governments have built extensive systems to respond to winter crises. Agencies such as the National Weather Service, NWS, and the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, issue timely warnings, advisories, and emergency declarations. These alerts empower state and local governments to activate emergency plans, open warming shelters, and deploy additional resources. State departments of transportation operate fleets of snowplows, salt trucks, and sand spreaders, often preparing months in advance by stockpiling salt and pre-treated brine solutions. These large-scale preparations, costing billions annually, underscore how seriously winter hazards are taken. Local governments also coordinate closely during extreme cold. Police and fire departments increase patrols to check on vulnerable populations, including the homeless and the elderly. Cities open warming centers in community halls, churches, and schools, often providing hot drinks and medical assistance. Public transit systems may adjust routes to connect residents to shelters, and in some cases even suspend fares to encourage safe travel. In particularly severe storms, the National Guard may be mobilized to rescue stranded motorists, deliver supplies, or assist in evacuations. Effective public communication is central to winter preparedness. Weather alerts are broadcast via television, radio, and smartphones, often with life-saving urgency. Automated phone calls, text messages, and push notifications inform residents about approaching storms, hazardous road conditions, or power outages. Local authorities and emergency services use social media to provide real-time updates on road closures, school shutdowns, and shelter availability. This flow of information helps families plan ahead, stock up on supplies, and avoid unnecessary travel. Communities also mobilize volunteer networks through these platforms, enabling neighbors to check in on one another or deliver food to those in need. For many Americans, the struggles of winter are deeply personal. Parents must weigh whether it is safe to send their children to school. Workers without paid sick leave face the dilemma of braving dangerous commutes or losing income. Small businesses grapple with decreased customer traffic and lost revenue. The homeless, among the most vulnerable, face frostbite, hypothermia, and tragically, sometimes death. While many cities attempt to mitigate this through outreach programs, offering warm meals, blankets, and temporary shelter, resources often fall short of demand. Seasonal illness also compounds these risks, as influenza and respiratory diseases spread more rapidly during the winter months, partly due to crowded indoor environments and cold, dry air. Yet even in such times, resilience emerges. Neighbors help shovel snow, share food, or provide rides. Volunteers deliver groceries to those stuck indoors. Stories of solidarity highlight the enduring community spirit that helps many endure winter's hardships. Severe winter storms carry heavy economic costs. Industries reliant on transportation, construction, and outdoor labor often come to a standstill. Construction crews cannot pour concrete or operate machinery when the ground is frozen. Farmers face increased costs in caring for livestock and protecting perishable produce during prolonged outages. Retailers lose sales as storms reduce shopping activity, particularly if they coincide with holidays or key sales periods. Insurance claims surge due to car accidents, burst pipes, and roof collapses under heavy snow. For governments, the financial burden of snow removal, infrastructure repairs, and emergency response diverts funds from other essential services. To address these recurring challenges, many communities invest in long-term resilience. Infrastructure is upgraded to better withstand extreme cold. Power lines reinforced against ice, drainage systems expanded to manage snowmelt, and roads constructed to endure freeze-thaw cycles. Urban planners increasingly incorporate climate projections into their designs, anticipating harsher or more variable winters as climate change progresses. Building codes in colder states often require superior insulation, efficient heating systems, and backup power options to keep residents safe during prolonged outages. Public transportation systems are being modernized with snow-capable vehicles, while airports expand their use of advanced de-icing technology to maintain operations. At the household level, preparedness is equally important. Families keep emergency kits with blankets, batteries, flashlights, and non-perishable food. Drivers in snow-prone regions equip vehicles with tire chains, shovels, and extra clothing. Community campaigns encourage residents to register for emergency alerts and check on vulnerable neighbors. Collectively, these measures reduce risks and complement government action. Responses to winter vary significantly across regions. In northern states such as Minnesota, Wisconsin, and North Dakota, snow and ice are part of everyday life for months. Residents are accustomed to snowblowers, winter-specific gear, and vehicles equipped with snow tires or four-wheel drive. Local budgets allocate substantial funds for snow removal, and public expectations are aligned with these preparations. By contrast, in southern states like Texas or Georgia, where severe winter storms are rare, even moderate ice can paralyze metropolitan areas. These regions have begun adopting some northern strategies, such as limited stockpiling of salt, improving forecasting, and training personnel for emergencies, though their infrastructure remains generally less resilient compared to colder states. The February 2021 Texas storm serves as a stark reminder of vulnerabilities. Millions were left without power or heat for days, exposing weaknesses in infrastructure not built for prolonged freezes. The disaster prompted federal and state investigations, reforms, and investments to strengthen preparedness and reduce future risks. Despite the hardships, winter in America is also a season of resilience and adaptation. Communities organize coat drives, churches open their doors to provide shelter, and schools pivot to online learning when transportation is unsafe. Businesses adopt remote work to sustain operations during storms. These adaptations reflect a broader cultural shift toward flexibility and mutual support. Technological advances further enhance preparedness. Modern weather models provide increasingly accurate forecasts, allowing more time to prepare. Mobile apps deliver hyperlocal alerts on storms and road conditions. Energy companies are gradually developing smarter grids capable of rerouting power and diversifying supply, integrating renewables alongside traditional sources. While renewable energy can face its own weather-related challenges, such as iced-over wind turbines or reduced sunlight during storms, balanced energy systems improve reliability overall. Even emergency shelters are increasingly equipped with Wi-Fi and charging stations, underscoring the importance of communication during crises. Winter in the United States remains a season of both hardship and beauty. Snow-covered landscapes inspire awe and offer recreation, skiing, skating, sledding, yet coexist with car accidents, hospital visits, and soaring heating costs. Government programs such as the Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program, LIHIAP, provide crucial support for families struggling with energy bills, recognizing that winter's burden is not equally shared. Scientists also warn that climate change could make winter weather more unpredictable, with some regions facing harsher storms due to shifting atmospheric patterns, such as the polar vortex. Ultimately, the American response to winter storms reflects resilience, innovation, and collective effort. Each season tests infrastructure, governance, and human endurance, but also showcases solidarity, from plow drivers working overnight to emergency responders rescuing stranded motorists to neighbors sharing food and warmth. Over time, lessons learned, policies refined, and investments made strengthen society's ability to face these annual tests. Yet despite formidable challenges, through government action, individual preparedness, and community solidarity, Americans continue to endure and adapt to nature's harshest trials.